Hey everybody, welcome for being here with me, Nuala Taylor, the Gamer Hippie. My business and everything covered by it with Transform Your Life, You Under Reconstruction. I took a month sabbatical vacation from work, from my YouTube channel, from, obligations that I had in order to go visit my daughter, take care of my grandkids in Virginia. So this location is in Virginia. It is in Virginia Beach. And the whole time, so I'm going to tell you a story before I let you watch these completely unedited. Okay, this is just what I did and just kind of let it run. There's not going to be any editing in it. So there's going to be parts in it that are going to be boring or quiet where you might not see any activity, but look closely because even though you don't see me, you might see something else. So the setting is Virginia Beach, right? We're driving. I live in Central Texas, so we are driving from Central Texas all the way to Virginia to take care of some family things. And when I reached the border of like Tennessee, Virginia, the energy changed. I would say I wasn't the only one who felt it. My husband felt it. My son felt it. So the energy changed. The whole time while I was there in Virginia, my normal chronic pain that I deal with all the time was magnified. I had difficulty, really had to concentrate on separating who I was and what I really felt with kind of just being impressed upon, right? Or I should say oppressed. Into feeling things that weren't, like those energies weren't mine. It's just as a sensitive empath, everywhere I went, it just felt like I was walking over layers of, just imagine, like, you've ever gone to like a bouncy house or a jump house, and you're stepping on something that has air underneath it. So your feet can feel something solid, but you can recognize, even though you can't actually feel, that there's something inside that's trying to stabilize, right? Give you that opposite reaction as your foot comes down. Right? I kind of felt like that, but instead of air, it was like this dark, almost like oily feeling, just all throughout that whole place. The people there were not like the people that I'm used to being around. They were very guarded, very curt, quick to anger. There was a lot of fear that I felt, a lot of anger, a lot of fear, and some really, really old, deep-seated hate just throughout that whole thing. And I felt it even inside my daughter's house. I felt it so much. And then I felt like something was trying to communicate with me that my husband was in the kitchen making a cup of coffee, and he heard, right, footsteps. And on the corner of his eye, he saw a tall figure, right? Obviously a man, taller than my daughter or myself. House is locked. It's at night. They have a security system. No one's opened any doors or windows, right? So he hears footsteps, and he sees on the corner of his eye and kind of turns and sees a male figure, tall, big figure with dark clothes on, walking down the hallway. Heard before he saw footsteps. And then, of course, he comes into the room back down the hallway where I'm at. I'm in there trying to play a video game and, try to create some video content so I could stick it up on my channel, right? My son is sleeping in the room directly down the hallway, along with my grandson. My granddaughter's bedroom is upstairs. She is also asleep, right? So everyone is asleep except for myself and my husband. My daughter is gone off to duty. She's active duty, Navy, so she's doing her duty stuff. There is no one in the house active or awake because we checked, except for myself and my husband. And because I've been getting all those feelings and kind of getting a lot of impressions, and then he actually saw and heard, I started doing spirit sessions and recordings. So what you're about to see is uncut videos. They're in triplicate. So the only kind of editing is I used Caden Live to put 3 separate videos that were taken at separate times, so that you can see them one after the other. And I will timestamp those so that you know exactly when it goes from one video to another, and for you to kind of look at it. And so the question, right, the question here is, and it is such a great question. The question here is, how many spirit orbs do you see? Right? How many spirit orbs do you see? Right? And if you swear to God you don't see anything, or you think it's a bug, or you think it's dust, or any of that kind of stuff, right? Check out the cat. Right? I love her because she's a guardian pet, right? And guardian animal. Super chilled out cat. It's unusual that she puts up with all that crazy abuse, but check out the cat. Right? That wasn't, I don't have any influence over the behavior of these animals, especially when you're being quiet and you're being still. So check it out. Put in the comments below how many spirit orbs you see, you know, what, if you can identify it, if something's a bug. If you do know the difference between a bug or lint or dust or an actual spirit orb. And you're going to see it because there are certain patterns of movement, just like people have certain patterns of behavior, that are obviously not going to be dust, bugs, or lint. So keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't done so yet, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and smash the notifications bell, because you want to know the things that are coming up. I love sharing my experiences with people, whether it's through my business and what I do to help people, or like what I'm experiencing in my life. And I'm starting to share a part of my life and what I do that I haven't up to this point. Being a sensitive empath and having a family that comes from a line of kahuna, which means the huna. Huna is a practice, right? It's a shamanistic practice, and all of those old systems and beliefs. That there are a lot of things I do that I don't include in my business listing, and I'm going to start sharing those things with the permission of specific people. So because of that, and because of privacy, I can't give away the location of where I'm at, except for maybe the city and the state. No names are going to be mentioned to be able to identify first and last. You know, no personal identifying kind of things, except for the people who already allow that, which would be myself, my husband, and my son. So pay attention, put in the comments what you see, and you know, if you do, go ahead and take a look at all of the types of videos that I have listed. You know, let me know which one resonates with you most. Let me know which one that you like the most, which benefits you the most. I'm going to say entertainment, right? Because I love entertainment value, but your growth is really important to me too, so I'm not going to narrow it down to just one. But I am looking at narrowing it down to a couple. So let's go ahead and start that. Pay close attention, leave a comment. Don't forget to like this video. I know you saw that, baby girl. Are they in the kitchen? Yeah, did you just go down the hallway? Aisle. You will what? The cat can see you. I totally trust her eyes. And the dog can sense you. Do you think you understand this device now? Okay, so The camera is counting down another section. I didn't start or stop it, and it's now recording 1 minute and 43 seconds over again. It should not have started over again. Who turned off my recording? It was recording and then it stopped recording. Who did that? And I just saw you walk in front of the camera. But of course, it wasn't recording. So, if you would be so kind as to once again pass in front of the camera, I would be very happy. I had a really nice size orb come right across the camera, so it was quite nice. I do have a feeling that it actually kind of followed me around from the front of the camera to the back side. I'm not sure how long the camera's been off or if it's been able to pick up anything. I had started the recording, I would have to say I started the recording about 15 minutes ago, and I just now, after doing my EVP session that I thought I caught on camera during that time, the camera was on but no longer recording. So now I'm looking at it and I've got about, this is about 1 minute and 56 seconds into it of me redoing this again. I'm getting battery power spikes, so it looks like someone's trying to drain my batteries. Alright, sir, because I feel that you are male, please do me the favor of walking down the hallway in front of my camera once again, if you would. A lot of sounds in the house, but this floor is it's made out of that composite plastic floor tile that's made to look like wood. Has a very hollow, artificial sound, so when someone walks on it, there's no mistaking that there's something moving on the floor. Can you walk in front of the camera for me? Can you go down the hallway to the door at the end and then turn around and come back? Okay, now come back, please. The alarm just went off the front door. That was that sound. Okay, those were two. I'm getting to the emotions and the impression I'm getting. I just got, first one was male, obviously, uh, older male. I'm also feeling now female. Young female, shoulder length hair. Thank you for walking down the hallway and coming back. I appreciate that. I want to have a conversation with you because the people who live in this space with you now, they mean a lot to me. And I know that you have to share this space. As long as you mean no harm, we have no quarrel. They will live here in their physical presence in this space and share it with you. I would ask that you don't magnify any negativity, any anger, any sadness. This place can be a safe space. No one here intends to cause any harm. But your presence to those who don't understand is going to be startling and frightening, and I do not want that happening to my grandkids. I haven't felt any negativity, but I definitely have felt your pain. My pain has been magnified since I've been here. So has Chris's. So I understand that you have suffered. Can you tell me what your name is? I'm sensing three. I don't want you to get upset or erratic. I've known you've been in here, but you haven't made yourself obviously known until tonight. I'm not afraid. I just want to communicate. And if you would like, and you're ready, you can move on from this place to what's next. But I'm going to get to know you and your story for another week or two before we do that. If that's okay with you, I would like for you to pass in front of the camera again. All three of you, if you can. It doesn't have to be all at once. You can take turns. Do you even know that you're still stuck here? That was me getting off the table. I know your concept of time is different than mine, but I'm really tired and my body needs to rest. While I sleep, you are allowed to communicate to me in ways that are going to allow me to understand you. You are not allowed to drain me. You are not allowed to drain anyone else in this house. Not when you have a ready supply of electricity in the walls. Thank you for giving me impressions and being willing to talk to me. I hope that the lemon eucalyptus brings you some peace.
Alright, so I'm using an item. This is not the typical just audio recording. This actually has a lot of instruments for you to play with. There are fluctuations that I can see, and there's energy changes. I can actually feel them myself, but this actually gives me a way to track it, I guess you could say, for me to be able to prove that what I'm feeling can actually be also identified by something else. So that's what this is. This is a radar. Some people like to say it's supposed to be a quantum Vox converter. And so we are going to record this session. I'm leaning over this table that the camera is on right now. So we're actually going to record this area and section. It looks like our readings are pretty even. That's if I wanted to record more than one thing. This thing makes a lot of noise. Oh my gosh, it makes so much noise. So my video camera actually has, it's so blurry. And so there's the diffuser. For some reason, everything is flattened and made shorter. So this is not something that's going to be good or able to give you a clear picture of anything. I probably wouldn't want to use the cam portion of this. We go to our readings, we have this audio that we're doing right now. Basically looking at energy signals. It looks like we did get a word that I was not recording just here. I had no idea any of this stuff was going on. Goodness. That was September 8th. July 17th was when I used it. July 19th. Okay, well, I guess we can go back to thoughts and see what we can get. So let's go ahead and go to logs. We have no events right now. So we're going to try again. And we're going to record. Dollar. So I didn't start conversation yet, and I immediately got dollar. I already had said that this device can be manipulated. There are there's lots of words on here to be able
Underline.
to choose. Underline. Dollar. That noise is the dog. Just in case you're listening to that.
Stems.
Stems. Underline. If you want to consciously and purposefully communicate, you can use this. It's going to take you a little bit of time to figure it out, which is fine. My name is Nuala. My daughter and my grandchildren live here. They share this space with you. You can use this instrument in my hand to communicate with me in a way that I can understand you and hear you, and that I can record. So once you have a look at the vocabulary and learned how this works, you can start communicating with me. Oh, that was the cat. You can start communicating with me intelligently. Start it myself. So when you start and stop it, it makes a specific sound, and the camera has not made that sound until I just stopped it myself and restarted this video. So now we're at 20 seconds. Please don't drain the batteries out of my items. I need them to be able to communicate with you, and in order for me to visually see you. I am an empath clairvoyant, empath clairaudient, I guess you could say, as well. And I get impressions, so I can communicate with you. I can feel when you share your feelings with me. However, I would like you to use this device to be able to communicate with me so that I can record you. So I'm actually getting hits on the phone, but I have no actual words coming out. Are you having trouble with the library? Oh, I totally missed that because I missed it. I got aisle, but I didn't get anything else after that. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm so sorry. I probably interrupted you. Would you like to try and tell me again? A lot of pain around the shoulder, neck area. Slightly more uncomfortable than normal. Been experiencing higher levels of pain since we got here. Okay, I'm getting increased readings. So it was really nice watching you walk from the kitchen to the dining room. That's what I can sense and see. That's the space that we're in right now, in this physical area, what it is now. Did that used to be a different room? I keep getting an impression of male protecting, a male protecting two others. Oh, that was me sucking on my lip. Sorry. So we're just now introducing ourselves, me to you. Thank you for sharing your space. I just want you to know that we're not here to be disruptive. We're actually here to help. And I have been able to see you and your two friends back and forth from time to time. It's really nice to get, the cat can clearly see you and knows who you are. And you obviously pose no threat to her, and I trust her. She's a good kitty. Her name is Stella. Oh, that was me sucking my lip again. Alright, and I'm going to call it quits for tonight because I'm exhausted. And of course, that would be when the levels are going to go up. increase in events. I might actually
channeling.
Yes, I actually am channeling when you let me, when you connect with me. You can connect with me when I'm sleeping, but no draining me. don't don't hurt anyone else in this house. You can communicate with me because I can hear you. And I am practicing my channeling. However, um, I don't think I'm at that level that you want me to be at yet. So no manipulating my energy field. You're not allowed. But I do want to talk to you, and I'm grateful that you're willing to talk to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to rest and ask that you please watch and protect this house. I have a feeling that you do it already. Let's make sure that everyone stays safe. And I want to thank you for keeping us safe.
Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Shot.
I'm so sorry. I served in the military too, in war. Different kind of war. I understand. And I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your service. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to all of us that have served, and a lot to the people who are serving right now. It means a lot that you still keep watch. Thank you, sir.